3 young boys have been tragically shot dead. Their mother has been shot and wounded. This happened in Ohio Thursday night. The father, his name Chad Durman, 32 years of age, has been arrested. There's body cam footage of the arrest. There's a couple of images of the arrest. He was arrested without incident whilst his 3 boys lied lifeless in the front yard. He's been charged with 3 counts of aggravated murder in relation to the deaths of his 3 young boys, aged 3 years of age, 4 years of age, and 7 years of age. This tragedy happened in a rural area of Monroe Township, around 25 miles southeast of Cincinnati. The shooting was first reported at around 4:15 p.m. by an unknown woman who phoned 911 emergency services screaming that her babies had been shot. Can you imagine the mental devastation? A mother knowing, perhaps having witnessed, her 3 children, boys 3, 4 and 7, shot. Can you imagine? A second call was made to the communication center from a driver who reported that a young girl was seen running down the road saying that her father was killing everyone. I believe the young girl is unharmed in the sense that she was not shot, but of course the mental trauma caused on that young girl is going to be unbearable. Her 3 brothers killed. The shooter, Chad Durman, was detained without incident after he was found sitting on the steps outside of the property. Deputies discovered the victims unresponsive in the yard. They each had gunshot wounds. Deputies did try to revive the children, but tragically all of them succumbed to their injuries at the scene. The mother, 34 years of age, was also outside the property when deputies arrived. She had sustained a single gunshot wound to the hand. That's a non-life-threatening injury. She was taken to hospital and she was informed that her children had died. Again, the mental trauma, I would imagine she would have needed to have been sedated. I mean, that's ripping somebody's heart out, isn't it? The sheriff's office has said that there were no signs of forced entry into the home. There are no suspects other than the father, the husband, Chad Durman, who's been held without bond, which I applaud. Ohio does not need a psychopath like this on the streets. We see some images of Chad Durman being legally processed, not quite sure exactly what's going on there, but you know, the formalities of the charges being laid against him. We can see that he's clearly in emotional distress. I think it would be fair to say that he's clearly showing remorse, and rightfully so, but we're not told of any motive. Was it a mental snap? If so, why? Finances? Probably. Marital difficulties? Perhaps. But obviously there's absolutely no justification, and there's no way that any of us can understand what would drive a father, a parent, to shoot their own children, execution style. 3 years of age, 4 years of age, 7 years of age. The blessing is that the young girl ran away, and I believe she got away unharmed. I do hope that is the case. Of course, full condolences to the mother and the young girl and all family members, friends, schoolmates of the 3 boys. Going to mention the emergency services representatives as well, the deputies that were there, the investigators that are going to need to protract over this tragedy for the next several months, for a year or more. They have to engross themselves in this tragedy. Perhaps the father, Chad Durman, will plead guilty and in so doing reduce the amount of time and effort that everyone involved has to spend on the case. I mean, I say that, my meaning is this is going to be traumatic for those people, the investigators, really all of the professionals, the authorities that are involved in the case, and of course the family. Everyone's going to need to move on. So perhaps the father, the murderer, can give the community, can give the mother, can give his daughter, I believe, a bit of respite by pleading guilty to the charges laid against him. We're told that the bodies of the boys were taken to the Hamilton County Coroner's Office for autopsies. We're also told that the Monroe Elementary School, where I presume the 3 boys attended, are going to have grief counselors available for everybody concerned, the other students, the teachers. Such a terrible blight on society, on life. That's as much information that I have from the couple of articles that I've gone through. More information is coming out. It's a particularly tragic crime, but it's not the only one like this. I've just covered another murder-suicide, which involved the deaths of 6 people, including 3 children, that occurred in Tennessee. A lot of people will point to gun control. A lot of people will point to mental illness. Presumably, there is no easy answer. These situations are going to continue. Let's hope they don't increase. But I'm going to wrap things up at this point in time. If you appreciate the coverage, please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. Take care.